Good morning, quarantine! Man, I miss Robin Williams. I read an article yesterday that troubled me quite a bit. It said the death toll of the coronavirus here in the United States has surpassed that of ours during Vietnam. Think about that. Think about what Vietnam meant for the United States. We don't have the associated horrors that go along with it, like the PTSD, landmines, casualties, the millions of Vietnamese casualties, the draft, other atrocities, massacres, other horrors associated with war. But it's still a milestone. Very bleak milestone. That's a lot of people. Vietnam defined an entire generation and changed the history of America forever. Music, culture, drugs, war, politics, history, everything changed. Is that what we're going through here? Are we currently living through a generation-defining event? And if we are, how's it going to change? How will this pandemic affect the future of our world? It's intimidating to think about, but I think it's important. You know how you remember exactly where you were when 9/11 happened? Think about where you are right now. This is it. This is real, and this is big. Take this in and realize right now you're living through a history-changing event. Think about where you are. Think about where your loved ones are. Where were you when this thing started? How were you when this thing started? Where are you now? Is it better or worse than you imagined? Are kids at school going to collect masks like they're Pokemon? We're going to tell our grandchildren about that time we all had to stay home for a few months? Dad, what's an office? Well, son, a long time ago, working people had to report to a specific location with a desk and a computer, much like the setup Daddy has in his bedroom. What's a commute? I wasn't alive during Vietnam, but I've studied it. I've seen a lot of movies and documentaries about it. I feel like in the 80s, most of the movies and TV shows were about Vietnam, were Vietnam-related things. Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, Rambo, Apocalypse Now, Missing in Action, The A-Team, China Beach, Forrest Gump, Hamburger Hill, Deer Hunter, Born on the 4th of July, just to name a few. You know, not just on the battlefront, but also its effects on our home. I met a lot of people who fought in Vietnam, including many close friends of my mom and dad. My parents told me that during Vietnam, everybody knew someone who had died there. There was always some connection. I'm incredibly lucky to say I don't know of anyone who has died or even suffered from COVID-19, and I hope you can all say the same. I know it's silly to say this, but try to make the best of it. We're going through it right now. We're in the middle of something big. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting, contributing. This is why it's so important to check in on your loved ones, support local business, and wash your hands. I love you. I miss you. Have a great day.